What is up, Shark Squad? Today we're here at Universal Studios Florida to get ready for Halloween Horror Nights 30. It starts in just 2 weeks, so let's go into the park and see what's up. Woo. Woo, woo, woo. Wow, you see what I see? Look at that awesome arch. Halloween Horror Nights. It's beautiful. This will be the 30th anniversary Icons Scare Zone. I mean, look, it's beautiful. Over here on the left, we have some of the icons. We have Fear from Halloween Horror Nights 20. We have Jack the Clown, the Caretaker. Crazy cool. Looking up at this archway here, we have tons and tons of flamethrowers up here. Look at those things. Those will make fire. And then we got lighting. On the left and right sides, we have 3 X's, XXX, Roman numerals for 30. Halloween Horror Nights 30. Entering the New York section of the park here, we have the Halloween Horror Nights trivia store. And look at that facade. This is definitely the best facade that they've done to date. Very impressive. And then across the way from it, we have the Seek and Destroy Scare Zone. It's gonna take up the whole New York area of the park. Here's the main Seek and Destroy stage. Now, the storyline behind this is that a cyber regime led by the Controller has taken over New York City. Over here we have some more pieces for Seek and Destroy. And nothing looks more creepy than what appears to be a body wrapped up in a tarp hanging out here. Oh wow, this is a new to me street show, City Tones. Apparently it's pretty new. Over here singing some Motown hits. Over here in the Hollywood section of the park, we have Lights, Camera, Action, Eddie's Revenge. This is actually a kind of throwback because in 2009 they had Lights, Camera, Action, and then Eddie, the character, is Jack the Clown's brother. So we have 2 throwbacks combined into one scare zone here. Get a nice close-up look at this banner. Lights, Camera, Action, Eddie's Revenge with a chainsaw. This appears to be a mashup of the best Horror Nights scare zones combined and thrown into the scare zone, because here we have Invasion, which is a past Horror Nights zone. And that's this little miniature stage here, and it says Hack Scenic. So I assume it's going to be they're making movies with these as the background sets. This is interesting because it looks like random junk here, but this stuff's actually all screwed down and not going anywhere. There's 2 projectors in this scare zone. We have one right here in front of the Radio Broadcast Center. And then we have one down here in front of the Terminator 2, Born Suntacular gift shop. This stage here is representing the Treeks and Foon scare zone. This is a fan favorite from Halloween Horror Nights when it was at Islands of Adventure. This was in Toon Lagoon, and they filled the whole entire area with foam, and they had these crazy clowns that kind of hid inside of the foam. So maybe if we're lucky, we'll see some foam in this part of the scare zone. Behind me here, we have the entrance to the Halloween Horror Nights nighttime show, Marathon of Mayhem. This year's show is called Marathon of Mayhem Carnage Factory, and it's going to be hosted by Jack the Clown, this year's Horror Nights icon. Next door to the Marathon of Mayhem, we have Gorewood Forest, and this is going to be themed to the Terror Queen from Halloween Horror Nights 15. She was like some biker badass girl, and she got sacrificed on the final night of Horror Nights 15, and she said she'd return 15 years later. And they kept their promise, because 15 years later, we have the Terror Queen back here at Halloween Horror Nights. My best guess is that this crazy contraption here is going to be used for nightly sacrifices for the Terror Queen's victims. I mean, just look at the details of this thing. It's ridiculously cool. There's this white stuff taped to the trees here, and my best guess is this is going to be crazy cool lighting effects all throughout the trees here in Gorewood Forest. Over here outside of Fear Factor Live, we have a big Chucky display here. Might be some sort of meet and greet. They haven't announced anything, but there's some interesting things to note here. This right here is actually a mesh screen Same with this. And behind this one, you can see that there's some sort of lighting effect back there that'll light up. And then down here, we have USA Network and the Sci-Fi Channel. Not sure what this will end up being, but pretty cool. At the Fear Factor stage, we have a brand new show this year called Halloween Nightmare Fuel. Very Six Flags type of name, but I'm excited to see what this show has to offer. We're coming up on our last scare zone here. It's in the San Francisco area of the park, and it's themed after Crypt TV. Crypt TV is a online platform where they post short horror films online, and they have a bunch of different characters. Let's take a look at the scare zone. We got more bodies hanging here beneath tarps. I'm surprised Universal puts those out in the day. 2 more little stages here. I mean, this one's pretty large. And then we got this one. It looks like a little camper type of deal. Interesting. Before we wrap up this Halloween Hornets update, we can't forget about the scariest attraction here. Yep, that's right. Fast and Furious Supercharged. So bad that it's scary. Coming into the Lost Continent, it's fantastic to hear that the area music has been restored. For a few months it was some DreamWorks stuff, now it's back to that awesome Lost Continent soundtrack. There's currently some construction walls up around Poseidon's Fury while they're doing some exterior renovations to the fountains and flame effects outside. But don't worry, the show will be back sooner than later. Maybe in a few weeks, Poseidon's Fury will be back open. Over here near the Poseidon's Fury gift shop, you can see the work going on. They have plumbing pipes going. They're fixing up those fountains. Here it is, a brand new Jurassic World archway, and it also functions as a net, so people riding the ride won't drop stuff on the guests walking below. Pretty creative way to disguise a simple net, but I like it. When it's really hot out, there's no better way to cool down than the Jurassic Park Splash Zone. Really nice mist coming off that. Best spot to cool down here at Island of Adventure, right here, Jurassic Park Splash Zone. Coming into Marvel Superhero Island, we noticed that the tops of Dr. Doom Fearfall have been removed. Kind of bizarre. Even though the tops are removed, the ride is still open, so I think they're just doing some cosmetic work to those 2 top pieces that are up there. Excited to see how it turns out. As always, the adventure lives on. That's going to wrap up our day today here at Universal Studios Florida and Island of Adventure. Thanks for watching.
I need a shout to the theme park shark. When I'm on it, yo, my scheme's real hard. Hitting rappers from every direction, y'all are starving. Till I swarm on you with the shark fin. Matt coming after y'all.